Hi, I'm Avery Davidson.
And I'm Kristen Oaks-White. Thank you for joining us for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, the only TV show bringing Louisiana farmers and consumers together each week.
This past week was Tuesday everywhere else in the world, but here in Louisiana, we knew it as Fat Tuesday or Mardi Gras.
For many in the Christian faith, this period between now and Easter is known as Lent, a time of giving up some of the excess we see at Mardi Gras and for some personal reflection. As TWILA's Neil Melancon tells us, while Lent is known for fasting, it's also known in Louisiana for some of its food.
It's Lenten time here at St. Joseph's Catholic Church in Rain. It's a time spent in preparation for Easter when the resurrection of Jesus renews the faithful here. Here at St. Joe's, like many places across South Louisiana, it's a time known for both spiritual reflection and partaking in special Lent food practices.
Traditionally, Catholics kind of renew their desire for conversion through three traditional practices of fasting, almsgiving, and special prayers.
Now, you might think that giving up meat for Lent has to do with fasting or abstaining from meat, but Fontana says one big reason actually has to do with being able to give more.
Red meat particularly, but meat in general, is a rich food, right? It's expensive, and so one of the ideas is that I'm gonna eat poorer foods so I have more money, for instance, for almsgiving.
With both fasting and giving back, it has a variety of meanings here, which has led to a unique cultural blend for our state that can seem much more like a feast than a fast.
The church has different cultures. It embraces all cultures around the world. So, for instance, here in Louisiana, one of the big things is, our seafood is so abundant, right? So, like, for instance, I got friends in Kansas, and when Lent comes around, man, it's rough, because all they have is like canned tuna fish.
The variety of Lent foods that people eat has spread beyond the bounds of the church. Here at Tony's Seafood in Baton Rouge, this time of year is a big boon for their business.
It doesn't get any fresher than this. They go to eating saltwater fish or either catfish, which is the biggest sellers. The most consistent is we have it out through the whole Lenten time.
Another big seller is, of course, Louisiana crawfish.
Crawfish, fresh crawfish tails. Fridays is an unusually busy day because of the Lenten season. I'm not eating the meat on Friday.
It's also a big boon for farmers. Here at the Zonbrecker Farm, which sells to places like Tony's, they see a big bump that keeps their farms afloat, according to crawfish farmer and St. Joe parishioner Elizabeth Zonbrecker.
There's a definite pickup. This is probably one of the best times for the crawfish sales, especially this year, when it's been fluctuating kind of like the economy.
In fact, it's hard not to think about Lent without thinking about eating crawfish as some kind of long-standing religious tradition in Louisiana, but ironically, it's only been a recent trend.
Crawfish industry has changed so much in the last 10, 20, 30 years. When I was a kid, the idea of going to a restaurant and ordering boiled crawfish was like so foreign. My grandparents, going back even further, the fact that you would eat boiled crawfish at all, right, they thought was very strange.
And perhaps just as strangely, it's a practice of deprivation that some even look forward to, whether it's because of Lenten food favorites or because it provides a different form of sustenance.
As in the daily masses, they give us a lot to reflect on. Father gives you a lot of food to chew on.
As you heard, there are just so many traditions that make up the food culture down here. That, combined with this religious practice, it's created a culture of its own, and many people who don't practice Lent do participate in at least the cuisine portion of it. As we saw, that usually means eating a lot of seafood.